We are.
Yeah.
Okay, hey, hold on a second. 3, 2, 1. Hey, everybody, and welcome to End to End, the podcast where we talk about all things pony and a few things not. I'm your host, Duhad, and join me today, as always, is Cabral095.
It's just me again. We're so alone.
I know, it's lonely, but on the upside, hey, here's a bit of positive something or other.
Oh.
I don't know whether it's up for this episode, but coming soon, it probably won't be up for this episode, but coming soon, brand new title card. Super nice, very cool, much wow.
Yay. As you can see, my beautiful hand-drawn doodles. Wait, no, that isn't a thing. What?
No, it's a very, very pretty. I actually got into like the design I came up with for this one. It's gonna be pretty cool. It's gonna be pretty cool.
Good. Yeah, and what you're looking at is obviously not any of my doodles that I've slowly been sketching out and making.
Well, Cabral, you can probably put that one actually, but they're probably seeing right now are those doodles because you've probably used those for today's title card.
No. Yes.
But
the whole
no.
thing is
Eventually,
actually just like a Fin Fan Philosophy episode. It's just slowly animated-ish like thing with beautiful drawn ponies.
It'll be a couple of weeks before the new art is in, but it will be glorious.
Yes, lots of things going on with Mufflin Productions in 2014.
Yes, indeedy do. There are some pretty hype things coming on the horizon. Working on some stuff. I'm unfortunately working. Trying to put up things for my own channel, trying to put up things for Radio's Magic, trying to put up things for Muffin Productions, and doing schoolwork and work. It's a little bit overwhelming.
It's been an overwhelming year for pretty much everyone involved on the team, actually.
Yeah, but we'll be back with a proper update stream of content. Pretty soon.
Belt and I will have a stream soon.
Yeah, I've been working on an abridged series, sort of abridged-esque series for this very station. Some good stuff coming. It's good stuff.
Hey, didn't I have one too? I think we'll be having like a competing parody series on our own hub. Yeah,
well, to be fair, I think yours is more of an abridged series. This one's more just sort of a comedy radio drama.
This is true.
Also, I think it'll probably be going up. If I can devote the time to work on it, probably will go up a little bit sooner because it doesn't require animation or like a dozen voice actors or anything. It's relatively smaller scale.
This is true. Yeah, small scale things tend to do better. Hence why Aaron Delta is still in the works.
Yeah, I think I've been hearing about that for over like the last year and a half.
Something like that, yeah.
It's been a little while. I'm starting.
It's really weird though because it's been a while, but everyone knows about it.
Well, everyone knows about it because you keep on mentioning it. Like, you keep on going like, by the way, this is a thing.
By the way, it was a thing.
Oh, cool. When will that happen? You're like, I don't know. Soon, probably.
Soon. Yeah, actually, that'd be great if I can get it out this year. We can have like animation. We can have parody. No, not animation. Animation station.
I'm not holding my breath.
Oh, that's good.
To see AR and Delta going up. No offense. It's sort of like
it'll be the shock of the year. The 2014
It'll be the
Half-Life
3 of Muffin Productions. Like when it eventually goes up, no one will believe it. It'll be like, what? Really?
Exactly. Actually, did I mention to you I'm working on comic stuff now with Swedish Dawn too?
Oh, really?
Oh, that's fantastic. I'll tell you about that after the recording. It's hilarious.
Nice.
I think you'll love it.
Actually, feel free to tell us about us on the recording because
why not?
We have topics.
Yes. One of our fantastic fans who actually found out about us through Duhad, because Duhad's amazing.
Yep.
He went and made some beautiful artwork of ponies. I'm like, hey, you should make a comic with this. And so a comic has been made.
Oh, nice. What's the concept for the comic?
We're parodying the entire series and just redrawing it in a beautiful, crummy art style.
Oh, wow. That sounds pretty awesome. Yeah.
And actually, I'm rewriting it too, so it looks intentional. Like, we call Luna Not White, and we never gave her a name. So it's beautiful. And we're using Comic Sans.
Okay, yeah. Good luck with that, I guess. I can see your sense of your particular brand of well, for lack of a better word, we'll call it parody.
There you go.
Is still holding strong.
Yes, it is.
I've always been slightly. I love your style of writing because the thing is like. You call it parody, but really, honestly, it's not parody, it's absurdism, but it's absurdism in, like, a Monty Python-esque, like, crazy, funny way.
Actually, you're kind of right, it is.
Yeah.
Because I'm thinking about that.
It isn't structured to be a parody, but it does have that particular brand of non-structure to be a comedy, to be like an abstract comedy.
Yeah, I mean,
and it's kind of awesome.
Yeah, it's one of those things where it doesn't have structure, but it kind of does for some odd reasons.
Well, no, the thing is, it doesn't have structure, but what it has is something that is in the place of structure, like something that works instead.
Like balloon support beams.
Sort of. Again, yeah, it's like
disclaining episode.
Yeah, I know. Like the thing is, like calling Luna not white and never giving her a name, like that's just it's not a joke, but it's so crazy that you have to laugh because it's like what even what?
It's like the Troll and Island Railway sketches all over again.
What was it?
I never told you about the Troll and Island Railway sketches. That's only for another time.
Oh yeah, you did tell me about
okay,
those. Yeah, and you've told the show about them before as well. So just go back and rewatch those.
I'm pretty sure I have.
You did. We talked about this on End to End a couple of times with your old because we talked about what we were doing before we were doing ponies.
Aye. So go back to episode 1, everyone, of End to End and rewatch the entire series.
I think it was a bit later than that. But yeah, if you go back and watch all the episodes over again, I'm sure you'll find it.
If you listen closely to all the episodes of End to End, you can get the secret message that's been being relayed throughout every like episode. So check every fourth word at a minute 30. You should be able to get actually the message that we're trying to get out. So every word at a minute 30, except one of the episodes starts at like 2:30. I think that was like 3:35 that message is out. So
okay, here's the thing: if someone actually goes in and goes into every single episode, listens to the third word after a minute 30, and then puts them all together and puts that in a comment, I don't care who you are, you get to come on the show.
You get to come on the show, and you get a free interview.
You are clearly deranged, and I want to talk to you.
That's most of our fans. We're gonna have like 6 comments of just the same thing.
We'll have you all on.
Then someone's gonna be creative to, but the next second have this relay throughout all the episodes.
Okay, hold on. If someone posted before you, then you can't copy their thing. You have to like go in and pick the word after that.
Exactly. Because the thing is, with a second, like, sometimes you talk them multiple times, so you can choose what words you want to use and whatever.
Yeah.
I look forward to this project now.
Yeah. I look forward to having to, like, fact-check it to make sure that people didn't put random words in. Just be like, okay.
So we gotta go through it ourselves! I mean,
yeah, this was a bad idea.
I mean, I might have had it written down before, but... Anyways. So there was a new episode of My Little Pony today, Duhad. Why am I talking like that?
I don't know. But yeah. I went into this one actually with a little bit of... Okay, to be fair, people who are listening to this would be the episode that aired last week.
Yes, I should mention
You should really mention that. It's episode 13... No, was it... it was 13.
Yeah, it was 13.
Season 4.
Simple Ways, which Rarity said the name of the episode in the episode.
Yes. So, yeah, we're talking about Simple Ways right now, not about the episode you probably watched an hour ago.
Which is probably Twilight Time or something.
Yeah, whatever episode comes
Twilight
next.
Time? I think it is.
I have no idea. Point is, but yeah, Simple Ways, an episode that came out at our time of recording fairly recently.
Mm-hmm.
The premise of it was, I believe, that Rarity is selected to set up for the Equestrian Games.
Uh-huh.
And apparently has always had a fascination with... Hold on. A travel magazine writer person.
I love how you had the dramatic pause for that. It's beautiful.
Yeah, I was hoping you might be able to hear that, but unfortunately you didn't. I was actually rolling a dice there to determine what she's always been interested in this week. Yes. Because this kind of had the problem a little bit of the fact that they sort of just invent something that Rarity has always been obsessed with.
Yeah.
So it's sort of like, right, yeah, no.
So let's see, what is she obsessed with today? It's like, please be me. He just has this one side of the die that's just him.
Yeah, also, no, okay, well, yeah, it was just like today, a member of the main 6 will be obsessed with animal husbandry.
Fantastic. That'll be the next week's episode with Twilight Time, so expect that to be in there.
Yeah.
And technically, actually, no, that happened in this episode, because animal husbandry, and they're animals, and...
Well, I'd actually say they probably... You wouldn't consider them animals because they're sapient species, so they'd be the primary, life forms, so they wouldn't be animals.
Well, actually, technically there's griffins as well. So would that make griffins
Well,
primary life forms as well? Like,
yes, they're also sapiens.
yeah, okay.
If a creature gains sapience, you can't really call it an animal anymore.
This is true. Well, what about the goats in the series?
The goats, I'd say they still count. They have sentience, but not sapiens.
Ah.
Like they're intelligent to an extent, but they don't have full, cognition. They aren't able to. It doesn't really seem like they're able to.
They're like cats,
higher,
conniving and evil.
kind of. I'd say almost more like
Dolphins.
a very intelligent chimpanzee. Like
monkeys
it's able to do basic learning and stuff, but it's not quite human level intelligence. Whereas griffins and ponies and horses, et cetera, are all fully sapient.
Yeah, I get you. All right then.
Right. So anyway, point is, the episode
Bill Nye versus. No, I'm joking.
The episode featured Rarity as she attempted to woo a hipster who was obsessed with Applejack. It also had some fun moments with Spike.
Oh, it did.
Playing the straight man to Rarity's, overly dramatic side, as Applejack sort of does the same thing, but in a less direct approach. Mm-hmm. We got some fun stuff with Tabitha St. Germain once again stealing the show in an episode.
I like mine.
Well, yes. Oh God,
that was one of my favorite lines.
The slightly derped eyes and the completely crazy expression stuff.
Speaking of derp, did you see Derp? It was called Unappreciated.
Yes,
that was great.
That was pretty cute.
I was laughing at that.
I think they called Bon Bon completely ordinary.
Yeah, they did. The ordinary, what was the other one? Mundane.
Yeah.
Who was mundane? I don't remember right now.
I don't know. I think it was like Lily or something. It wasn't one of the background players we obsess over.
Yeah.
No Colgate.
Yeah.
Colgate was relegated once again to random, background ponies.
Vinyl Scratch was in the background in this episode.
Yeah, we got some vinyl. I was actually kind of surprised. We usually get her
at events.
Yeah, well, we get her once or twice a year. Actually, I think once per season. Moon. Yeah, we get her once every season appearing at an event.
Yeah.
And we randomly got her in the background, so that was kind of cool.
Yeah. But it was still quite humorous. I just like the. I don't know why. Rarity just falling.
Rarity spends most of the episode with a ridiculous Southern accent, and we get Applejack. Yeah, we get cultured, classy Applejack.
Yes, except in the beginning when the guy fell for her, and she was also dirty and wiping apples from her mouth, and.
Well, yes, the point is we eventually got the voices, and the funny thing is I've actually done parodies in the past where I played both a very Southern Belle style Applejack as well as a redneck Rarity. So having these two versions of the character appear in an episode was slightly amusing for me.
Yeah, and actually I don't know why when I thought of Rarity doing the Southern accent, I didn't think Tabitha St. Germain would be able to pull off because I didn't know if. I don't know. I just felt it'd be weird because you have Rarity with her posh accent, and then you just throw Southern into it. I'm like, how?
I'm not even remotely surprised. I mean, the thing is, you hear Tabitha's other roles. Obviously her voice of Luna and Rarity doesn't really have anything of the Southern to it, but there's sort of that New York style accent that she gave to the lead antagonist of Rarity Takes Manhattan.
There you go.
So. Obviously she does have a fairly.
But mixing the thing is, it's really, really difficult to mix accents together, especially with Southern and posh. It's
not really. The thing is, it's all about experience. She clearly has enough experience doing the posh that she's able to pretty easily mix it with the redneck. I mean, heck, I could actually probably combine those to a lesser extent. I have less experience with posh than Tabitha St. Germain does, but I have a lot of experience doing.
Okay, now mix Southern with Russian.
Oh geez, I guess that would be something along the lines of, "Hello, y'all. How are you doing today? Come on down to the farm, and we're going to have a really good time."
Kind of. You just spoke Russian and just used Texan terms, I suppose, is what it is.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. That's kind of what Rarity was doing. It was sort of the "Oh, darling, we are going to have a good old-fashioned time.
Ho down, y'all.
Ho down, y'all.
I wear saggy bottoms.
Yeah, it's not really so much that she was doing a really thick accent.
Yeah,
as she was doing, using a lot of very thick terminology and adding a drawl to her words while still doing posh.
Yeah, which is still somewhat difficult for people. So
yeah, no, definitely, she's an incredibly talented voice actress. But I'm just not surprised that she was able to pull it off because she's more than talented enough to do that without it being like.
She's much more talented in Blazy Place.
Yes, she's. Oh, getting personal. Wow,
that's actually more sarcasm than anything else, actually. So
yeah, that's what sarcasm is a form of insult.
Well, I know it's actually it is, but I didn't mean.
Yeah, you're taking the piss out of him, and fair enough. Shots fired.
Shots fired. I'm joining in on this.
I was like, no, I rarely hear you insult people, and it's kind of funny.
No, you hear me insult the French all the time.
Well, I hear you insult the French all the time. I rarely hear you insult people.
This is true.
By that I mean real world people that he knows in real life. Not saying that the French are not people, though they are.
The French aren't people.
No, not like real people. I mean, like the French are real people.
Yeah, clearly.
No, I mean that you very rarely insult people who you know, not insulting like large groups of people.
There's a big thing about that, so.
That's fine. No, that's good. It's get that stuff out every now and then. Anyway, I gotta admit, episode pretty damn fun, pretty damn great. A lot of fun bits, a lot of silly characters, a lot of goofy accents, some really funny stuff with Spike.
Yeah.
Cat Spike doing the whole like, oh yeah, I've no idea what it must feel like to have a crush on someone, find out that they have a crush on someone else.
Exactly, like this episode right here.
Yeah, it's actually kind of interesting because I like how Spike has sort of resigned himself to the fact that he's crushing on her, but he's just kind of given up on actually trying to like make it a thing. It's just sort of like, yeah, you're crush on someone. Mm-hmm. It's fine, whatever. I'm cool.
Yeah, she's just fine with it.
I'm just happy being your buddy.
I was hoping Sweetie Belle would have been there somewhere.
We did have Sweetie Belle. We just didn't have a lot of Sweetie Belle.
We did?
Yeah, she was in the Philly lineup.
Oh, yes, you're right.
And she was in the Philly fashion show at the very end.
Yep. I was hoping for lines is what I meant by that.
Yeah, no, that's the thing. I think Sweetie Belle has spoken like twice in this season. Like
I think it's like 3 times.
Well, the thing was she had in terms of episodes, like she had like one line in the season opener. Yeah. And then she had one episode starring the CMC.
Yeah.
And that was it.
Yeah,
we are.
Actually, I think Diamond Tiara has had more lines than Sweetie Belle this season, and that was just in singing.
Yeah, we are officially. Well, okay, no, I mean she did have an episode to herself, but actually, yeah, Diamond Tiara had a lot of lines in the episode too, so
yeah,
it's actually possible.
Yeah, and again, anyway. Diamond Tiara sang, and that was fantastic. Actually, that blew me.
She has a good voice. So funny thing, we are now officially halfway through season 4, and we have had one episode to feature the one episode that prominently featured the Cutie Mark Crusaders. Like they haven't even really been in the background very much.
Yeah, it's been an enjoyable season so far. I'm really enjoying it. Like the thing about it, I think it's more comical than anything else to me.
I'd say all of the seasons are pretty comical more than anything else.
This is true.
That's the thing. It's a kids comedy show. It has always been more comedy than any other one thing.
And then they added action to the mix somewhere in here.
Well, to be fair, they always wanted to make it action. It was just they've been adding more action in.
Yeah, that's true.
Because the thing is, like, Fast's original design for the show was actually supposed to be that the show would be about equal parts action and drama. And then Hasbro went like, let's keep it like 80% drama, 20% action.
Yeah.
Because they thought that a too action-heavy show would be problematic.
Yeah.
Also, a lot of Fast's original designs, like if you look at some of her original artwork, she had a much more mature art style, like right off the bat.
Yeah.
There's a lot more, like a lot of the monsters that appeared in the show, like if you look at some of her original sketch work for them, were way the hell creepier.
Ooh, I love those kind of stuff. It's like Gravity Falls.
Yeah, and like a lot of the not main characters had like fashion designs which were sort of weird. Sort of weird. There's like a lot of like vaguely bondagey stuff with like bridles and things, and like it's a little bit weird. A little bit of an odd lady.
I'm kind of glad they changed the style of it now. I kind of like it.
Yeah, no, I like the style they eventually they did settle on. Like the basic design wasn't changed too much. Like it's more they removed certain
it's just the detailedness of the art.
Yeah, like the character models never changed.
Yeah,
like,
the models never changed, but the art style itself did, as well as the depth and detail.
Yeah, like because a lot of the original thing was supposed to be like instead of having like fancy characters wearing like dresses and suits, they'd be wearing
nothing
very fancified versions of actual like horse accoutrements. So like they had like bridles and saddles and straps and all this stuff. And the reason they changed it was partly because it looked a little like one, they wanted to have like a more traditionally human looking clothing designs, and two, it looked a little bit like bondage. All the bridles and stuff looked a little bit like, if you look at some of the designs, it looked a little bit like bondage gear made out of flowers. Which was not really what Hasbro wanted.
Yeah, Hasbro's like, what the hell's wrong with you?
Maybe we just tone down the horse thing a little bit.
A little bit.
Well,
we don't need to get creepy men watching our show now, do we?
That'd be wrong. We don't want like people drawing inappropriate images of these ponies.
Yeah, it can just be wrong.
Yeah. But anyway, point is, the show has been getting more actiony, but that's not necessarily something that they've been moving away from the original.
I know it hasn't. It's just
they're actually moving more towards the original design.
Yeah, which is nice actually. I like more actiony stuff.
Yeah. But anyway,
more plot heavy, I suppose. Anyways.
Yeah. Fun stuff though. Yeah. Fun stuff. Gotta admit though, this episode is the what is I'm trying to actually list them off in my head real quick. It's 1, 2. I'll call that one 1, then 2, then 3, and 4, I guess. Okay, so this is like either episode 4 or 5 that deals with the subject of romantic love in a fairly negative light. It seems to be an ongoing theme of the show that romantic love and crushes are not good. And
what do you mean? I thought they handled Twilight's fairly fine.
No,
think 3 seconds.
Think about this.
Yeah.
The episodes that deal with love as a concept are
this one,
Best Night Ever, which involved Rarity having a crush on someone that turned out to be a total jerk. What?
Why is it always?
It's always Rarity.
I know. It is.
First it's Rarity with Blue Blood. Uh-huh. Then you had Cheerly and Big Mac, which the moral of that was, hey kids, it may be Valentine's Day, but that doesn't mean you need to, hook up with someone or, help your friends who are single get, dates. Since the whole the whole premise of the story is the Green Crusaders were wrong to try and get Big Mac and Cheerly together when they didn't necessarily.
They were just friends for the most part. Actually, they weren't even crushing on each other.
Exactly,
they weren't. Just pick 2 random ponies. He's a male. And there's another one, so we can get them together. No. Yeah, well, that's again, the point is, don't try to force a relationship that doesn't seem like it wants to happen. So if you happen to find a love potion, don't give it to 2 friends you think should drink it.
That's not really the lesson, but okay. Anyway, next we have. Okay, you can kind of sort of say Equestria Girls went in another direction with that, since they did have a non-horrible romance.
Yeah.
Like, okay, a romance that was not deliberately meant to be horrible.
Yeah.
Flash Sentry doesn't come off as a total jerk.
He has a nice car.
But on the other hand, they don't really hook up either.
Because they live in different universes. It's that whole, I live in another universe, but I love you still. I will always love you. We will see each other in the drift.
Well, the thing is...
Sorry, I've seen Pacific Rim recently.
That's good.
It is the most bro movie ever.
What?
It's the most bro movie I've ever seen.
The most bro movie you've ever seen?
It's so predictable and so cheesy and cliche. I loved it.
Fair enough. It's actually got a lot of praise from feminists for its portrayal of Miko Mori.
Really?
As a really strong female character, yeah.
Let's use this, a sword. Where was that 30 minutes ago?
She gets to kick ass. She gets to be
definitely,
just as competent as
really
the guys,
done.
and she doesn't get hooked up with anyone. And her, storyline is not about.
Yeah. It's not about love.
Yeah,
It's not no Disney princess story right there, but she killed a
yeah,
lot
no,
of
she's
giant monsters. Where was the sword like 30 minutes ago, though? Like, seriously.
She gets to pull that one out when she wants to pull that out. That's Mika's thing. Anyway,
that would be a good time for sword now. Anyways,
right. The last thing that was like we had the Candlelight Wedding, which while in the end love wins through, the plot of that one is actually more about how essentially there's just this awful relationship that Twilight is kind of getting all crazy about,
yeah, it's a sibling
it's like,
relationship. Yeah, it's
hey, it's the Disney princess love story, except that the love interest is actually the villain and is actually evil.
Yeah.
And while love conquers in the end, most of the story is about how the love interest is actually the villain.
Yeah.
Or I guess you could probably say that Shining Armor is more the love interest than Cadence, since Cadence plays a bigger role. But whatever. Point is,
had the hots for Shining Armor is what we're trying to get.
Yeah, the princess is evil.
Yeah.
And then we have this episode where the end story is, hey, having change yourself so that someone will like you, like romantically, is bad.
Yes.
And you should not, try and change yourself to get a man/lady. So
pony.
Well, I'm talking about the lesson they're trying to teach the kids. I don't think they're trying to teach the kids, hey, you shouldn't change yourself so you can have romantic times with a horse.
Oh, well, we should probably go and tell the bronies otherwise.
Yeah, that's not funny.
No, I know.
Anyway, point is, of all of those episodes, of all those stories, the only two that had anything remotely resembling a positive spin on a romantic story were Equestria Girls, where it was basically a tiny little subplot, and a lot of people didn't even like that.
Yeah.
And Candlelight Wedding, where half of the story was about how terrible, a bad marriage can be, and half of it is about, true love. Mm-hmm. So, on the whole, we have like 5 episodes, like 5 stories about love, and 4.5 of them are about how love sucks.
4.5 of them.
Yeah, 4.5 of them are about bad relationships. Why, having a crush on people is
why bother with relationships when you have the magic of friendship?
It's just sort of interesting. It's like they really, like, the only romance stories we have are all almost universally negative.
Yeah, it's true.
It seems to be a theme with the show that.
Yeah, but the thing is, you have to remember, they're not necessarily concerned about creating relationships for all the characters.
No, they're not. And that's fine. That's great. Yeah. I'm not actually saying this is a bad thing. I'm actually saying it's kind of a good thing. It's an interesting thing.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying it's an interesting thing to point out that the show seems to have a relatively strong, bias against relationships.
There's only 5 episodes.
Yeah, I know, but every single time the show tackles relationships, it's always in a negative light.
Unless it's a relationship or friendship, parentals.
Yes, I'm talking about romantic relationships, though.
Yeah, I know.
You're splitting hairs, Cabral.
I like splitting hairs.
It's not useful. If you want to make an argument. Don't split hairs on details.
But there's no fun in arguing. Let's just split hairs and just keep splitting it.
It's a discussion show. There's supposed to be arguments so that there can be discussion.
Well, I'm not arguing with you. I'm agreeing.
Okay. Well,
there's not much to argue with when you have two. Where's the third person to argue with us? Where's that person who commented in the video? You need to come on so we can argue with you.
I don't know. We need Lightning Rabbit here or something so you can just say like, oh, I don't know. This seems like you might be wrong on that one. Are you sure about that?
You sound more Australian.
Oh, I don't know.
It's down under. I'm not sure about that one myself.
No, Australians sound more like this.
Yeah, that's true.
Writer's block. You ever been with Writer's block?
Yeah, I've talked to Writer's block in the court before.
But I've been meeting him in real life. He just walks around with cargo shorts cut off to his knees, and he's just walking around with a boomerang.
Yeah, that sounds like Writer's block right there.
Yeah, no, just like wearing him like,
I heard that he wanted to kill a wallaby
I've got some strings on my Barbie.
I heard he killed a wallaby from 100 meters away.
He did.
Yeah.
The guy was talking smack about Walby was talking smack about Philly game, so he just lobbed his.
You talking smack about my game? Yeah. What you going to do about it? I'm like, just throw his boomerang at it.
Throw his boomerang at you.
Yeah, it's bladed boomerang, I should mention.
No, it's just a regular boomerang.
Oh, it was a regular boomerang. Huh?
Australians don't need anything more. Just
that's true.
Bam. Seriously, the boomerangs are like, you don't need a bladed boomerang.
Actually, boomerangs hurt. Have you been hit by a boomerang? They hurt.
Oh yeah, well the thing is, boomerangs were originally designed as weapons.
Yeah,
they are a weapon. They're designed to club people at range.
Isn't it interesting how weapons have now turned into toys? Swords, guns.
Yeah,
nunchucks.
Swords, guns, paintball things. The nunchucks aren't really toys, but yeah.
Have you seen 6-year-old kids who've seen Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles?
Oh no! Obviously, kids want them as toys, but like nunchucks themselves aren't really toys. You can't like go to the store and buy a pair of foam nunchucks usually.
This is true.
But you can go into like a Boffa sword, or you can get a paintball gun, or you can get like paint.
Hey, heck, you can get archery stuff at Big Five.
Oh yeah, you can get you can get archery stuff that you can play with. You can get boomerangs, obviously, clubs.
You can get I was gonna say yo-yos, but no, I meant slingshots.
Axes.
Slingshots.
Oh yeah, slingshots.
Yeah,
used to be weapons.
Yeah, they're actually banned in Australia. Slingshots. They're illegal down there.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, slingshots are always just kind of like lighter, less efficient versions of actual slings, but still,
Yeah. Even so, it's still considered a weapon.
Dangerous, yeah. Darts, throwing darts,
throwing darts.
javelins.
Javelins. You can get most of this at your local Big Five, buddy.
Hey, awesome! I'm gonna go down to my local weapons store.
Oh no, wait! You should go down to Sears. It's better because that was everywhere in Man of Steel. Oh my gosh, that was terrible.
Oh god, that movie's awful.
Yeah, it's all the property damage. It's like sounds to me and the Dom are watching that. It's just like look at all the property damage. Yeah, the Dom, not Dom.
American Dom, not Swedish Dom.
Not Swedish Dom, yes. So we were watching that. We were just talking about, and there was a Sears and IHOP. It's like they were sponsored by that. Nokia. It was great. Anyways.
Oh lordy.
That movie's awful though. Anyways.
Oh yeah. I'm hoping by the time this episode goes up, we should hopefully have our dear friend Soundspeed return to us. That been something like a whole long series of BS, but he's doing well. Yep. It's always nice. Update for all you Soundspeed fans out there. He is doing all right.
He's doing all right.
He's doing all right. And by the time this goes up, hopefully there'll be a bunch of videos with all of us together again up on my channel.
Stuff, Let's Plays.
Yeah, reading stuff. Living the dream.
Episode readings.
Oh, man, I'm looking forward to doing those again.
Yes, I want to get back to the swing of things. Like, I think this next week I'm going to just, everything's just going to...
Give friggin' Rainbow Dash to someone else one more time, and I will gut you like a fish.
So I was thinking about having Lightning Rabbit as Rainbow Dash for this next one.
I will gut you like a fish.
It's quite morbid. My dad gets fish all the time. Anyways.
I get fish. It's something you have to do.
It's something you have to do if you go fishing.
Yeah. If you go fishing to eat the fish, not catch and release. I usually catch and release, but... when I'm with friends who are like, man, I'm super hungry and we want to eat fish, it's like, okay, well,
gotta go fishing. You live in Maine, why not? Yeah, just go fishing.
Yeah, you fish, you drop a line, you pull it out.
What do you normally catch?
Well, I catch a lot of bass when we're up at the lake, but
it's winter. Bass don't live in the winter. Didn't really like.
Well, yeah, I know. Like around this time, I usually more just like go out and get like a couple of bait fish or get like some small fish. You find a school of fish. You just cast, pull in, cast, pulling.
Just the generic ocean fish?
I don't know. I think they're like perch and stuff. Like they're not big, but you can get like pretty decent sized ones, and you go out for an hour, you catch like 15 of them, and then you cook them all up.
Yeah, they're just like you can just like get because they're small enough where you can just like take them individually, and just deep fry them, have like a nice platter or something like that.
You still have to gut them and roast them and stuff.
Yeah, this is true as well. My dad's a nice cooking trout. Do you have trout out there?
Oh yeah, plenty of trout.
I was gonna say trout are good.
Yeah, I think the only thing that we don't really have a lot of are salmon. Like we get a lot. I think like salmon further north.
Yeah, I get salmon running through my town here in California. Actually, believe it or not.
Yeah, salmon are all over the place. I just don't think that there's any in the places where I go fishing because there's no like big we fish on a lake, not on a river.
Yeah, they prefer rivers more. Plus, you have to always catch them at the right time, either when they're spawning or they're leaving. So.
Yeah, but we get lake bass and sea bass.
Lake bass
and,
are good. You can't go wrong with the good, well cooked lake bass. How does this turn from ponies to fish?
I don't know. Well, we weren't on the ponies when we got on the fish.
Yeah, actually, that's true.
Yeah, it's like we had this get on the ponies from ponies to fish. It didn't.
It didn't.
Hold on. Lightning Rap and Sound Speed are actually calling us, so we're at a pretty good stopping point, and we've actually basically run out of things to say. So
yeah, that's true. Wow, this was like the shortest end-to-end episode in history.
I know, right? Well, anyway, see you guys next time, and stay pony, my friends.
Yes. Bye-bye.